Hi beauties, it's Jean Persani with Beauty and the Stamper, and it's time for a Technique Tuesday. Today we're using Celebrate Sunflowers, and we're going to use the rock and roll technique. So I have some Calypso Coral, Bumblebee, which is going away soon, and then Granny Apple Green and Soft Seafoam. So we are going to rock and roll today. If you wanted to purchase anything, you could go ahead and go to my site, jeanpersani.stampinup.net. And I am obviously doing a voiceover for this one, but we are going to be using some iridescent rhinestones, some basic white thick, basic white black, and some granny apple green. And what we're going to do is get that base prepared as always. And then let's go ahead and grab that basic black, and we are going to go ahead and put that right on there because we already know that we're going to want that base. Of course, if I lined everything up and cut it properly, it should go on and make a nice border. All right, let's get moving on to that technique. I'm going to grab my basic white, my Bumblebee, and that again is an in color that is going away. So if you do want it, I suggest you order it before it goes away. So we're going to go ahead and ink that all up with the Bumblebee. And then here's where the rock and roll part is going to come into play. We're going to open up that Calypso Coral. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that sunflower and we're going to rock the edges right around. And it's a big stamp, so it's a little bit more difficult. For smaller stamps, you can put them down on the surface there. But as you can see, I'm rolling it around, and then watch what happens, you guys. It is gorgeous. So we're going to pop that down, let that ink transfer, and look at that. So gorgeous. Look at this closer look for you. Isn't that beautiful? All right. So then we're going to move on to our leaves, and we're going to do that same type of technique here. We're going to get out the granny apple green and that soft seafoam. And the soft seafoam is going to be a very, very light color. And again, this is a smaller piece, so we're going to rock that around and put that right on our sunflower there. There we go. And then we're going to do another one. I could have cleaned it in between, but sometimes we just go a little crazy. So I had to do this voiceover because I have someone sleeping. So that is kind of why I'm being quiet. But look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and get our greeting on here. I'm going to put these away. I love these colors. Don't worry, these are not going away as far as I know. So we're going to get out our Calypso Coral and ink that all up nicely. And we are going to put this one right down here. And you want to put it straight down, because if you do any rocking and rolling on that one, you're going to get a little bit of what we call a halo. And the halo comes from being touching the ends of the ink. So that's not really a technique, but it is definitely something you want to stay away from. But that's okay. I'm going to cover it up in just a bit. So part of it's going to be covered up with this little gingham ribbon. It's the black and white gingham ribbon. And oh, I hope this one sticks around. So if you're not aware, the new catalog comes out in May. But tomorrow is Wednesday, the 23rd of March. We are going to be able to see the retired list. So we'll see what's going to stick around and what's going to go away. So if you are on my newsletter, you'll be able to see that on tomorrow's newsletter. So I will let you know. And then for demonstrators, we actually get to see the new catalog tomorrow too. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put that down. So I'm covering up part of that halo with the gingham ribbon. And then I'm going to take a second piece because you know me, I don't do real well with bows. I mean, I'm barely going to do well with knots, so you'll see here. So just tie it in a knot and it kind of makes a faux bow, if you will. But see, it's going the wrong way. So I'm trying to get it to go the right way, a little bit down instead of up. So I'm finagling it and let's see. That looks a little bit better, but it's way too long. So we're going to cut that down just a little bit. And I mean, that granny apple green goes so well with that black and white gingham. So now I'm taking the iridescent gems here. And at first I'm going to try the middle and then go to a smaller one. And then I decided, oh, it didn't quite cover that little halo. So I'm going to move the middle one over closer to the smaller one. I had not stuck it on real well yet. So I'm going to move it closer and then take a big one and put it right next to that. It completely covered that halo and made it look like it belonged. And now I'm going to take those little gems again. And now I'm going to take a middle size, put it here, and one smaller one and put it right there. Got a total of 5, and you know how we work with odds. So here is my finished card. I just needed a little bit of Wink of Stella right in that center there, and I'll show you at the end. I'll zoom in on the center there so you can see the sparkle that it gives. Hopefully you'll be able to see it in the picture that I take. But here it is. Isn't that cute? So that's the rock and roll technique. If you like it, please give me a big thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye.